Hey everybody, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the thoughtful, brave, and sometimes humorous comments that you left on my last video about romance scams. Some of you shared your stories, some of you reminded us to trust our gut, and a few offered really interesting perspectives, some that made me pause and think. That's the kind of community I want us to have here. Honest, safe, and supportive. So today I'd like to dig a little bit deeper. First of all, let's get one thing out of the way. Getting scammed or getting almost scammed has nothing to do with intelligence. It has everything to do with timing, emotional vulnerability, and let's be honest, hope. For many women over 60, especially those of us who are living alone, someone showing up with kind words, warm attention, and a good story can feel like a blessing, right? And scammers know this. They don't just build lies. They mirror our dreams. And they do that by striking up conversations with us, asking questions that we so generously respond to, thinking we can put our guard down because the environment was supposed to be a safe one. And let's face it, when you've been strong for everyone else in your life and someone comes along and says, you deserve love, that can hit us really deep. And it's kind of easy to sort of like let go our defenses when we hear those words. So here are a few signs that came up in the comments, and I've seen them too, sadly. Number one, they don't want a video chat. That is always an excuse. Why? Because the background tells you where they are and actually who they really are. You see their face. Number two, they move fast. Within a week or two, they're using the L word. Oh, you're my soulmate. I've fallen deeply in love with you, right? Three, they often have a complicated story that appeals to our emotion and our vulnerability. We almost share in their pain, but their situations are they're stuck overseas, they are widowed with one child, or their business is going really wrong because of one particular deal and someone shafted them. So you begin to be sympathetic. Eventually, there is a crisis and they ask you for money. So once they've built you up, hooked you, that's when they come in and they ask you for money. And because your guard is down, you start contemplating that thought. I have seen other videos on YouTube where women have literally handed over $100,000 in cash. Can you imagine? That's how far this can go. Someone in the comments shared a line that made me laugh, but it also made a point. When George Clooney smiles at you, you leave your brain at the door. It's funny, but it's true. So today I'm going to call this the George Clooney rule. If it feels too good to be true, it probably is. So how do we protect ourselves from that sort of thing without giving up hope on love and without becoming bitter or shutting down altogether? Here's what I've learned. Listen to your intuition. If it feels off, it really is. Ask someone you trust. It's important to bounce the idea off someone else, even if it's embarrassing. We need sounding boards. Slow everything down. True love doesn't have a deadline. If they're rushing you, that's a red flag. And don't let your loneliness be what leads you. Lead with your values. Lead with what you know. And lead with your own joy. Don't let them know all your pain points too quickly. It's easy to open up, but hold back on that one. I learned that the hard way. One thing for certain, love at any age should feel safe. It isn't something we need to guard ourselves from. Love should lift you. It shouldn't drain you. It shouldn't cause you to put up your defenses. It shouldn't cause you to ask questions that you're second guessing yourself. They do that, right? They ask you questions, and that's gaslighting. All that gaslighting, the mirroring, the future faking, and the breadcrumbing. Those are real things. And if your gut or if you feel that there's something off because of those questions, listen to that. Those are your red flags. Regardless, if you have been through this, I just want you to know you're not naive. You're just human. And you still deserve to be loved. But the real love, not the kind that sees you as a meal ticket or as an easy street path to retirement. Real love sees your whole self and helps you feel safe and encourages you. It's not a restriction. If you're working on rebuilding your trust and finding direction in your life, check out my Life Reinvention Kit. I put the link down below. It's a collection of worksheets, action plans, articles that helped me put myself together after my divorce. And it's taken me 7 years to do that. So these are my favorite and the best impacting articles. I hope you'll have a look at it. The link is down below. There's a very generous preview for you to see exactly what you're getting. If you have a story that you would love to share, leave it in the comments section below. You know, we're stronger together. Let's keep the conversation going and support each other this way. This is our space. This is your space. And I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have an empowered week.